This episode of My Hero Academia was basically what would happen if this anime fused with Attack on Titan. As you will see later in the episode, we have the arrival of a powerhouse on the field, as well as the struggles of the heroes against Shigaraki. I'm the loudmouth Grenadian. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's just get straight into this right now. We have a news helicopter hovering over the disaster scene at the hospital area, and it's just giving sort of like a quick recap, and not like a flashback, but sort of like an in-story recap of what just happened. And we see that the people being evacuated are stuck in traffic, there's dust clouds everywhere, and at home we see All Might and Eri watching this at home, and they're not looking too good. And we see a quick scene of All For One. Always get the two mixed up. Just chilling, smiling in his cell, like he can sense what's going on. He pulled a 50 Cent and has been patiently waiting for this to happen. Patiently waiting ever since he first got arrested. And so we go over to Endeavor and Ryuku, he's the dragon hero. They're both trying to continue their fight with Shigaraki, while Eraserhead is keeping the decay quirk at bay. You know, as long as Eraserhead has his eyes open, he won't be able to use his decay quirk. But they are still outmatched, I'm telling you. Shigaraki still has a number of quirks we haven't even seen yet. This is just like the ones he's able to tack into quickly. There's even a point where Shigaraki is standing over Endeavor and Ryuk like an animal rug, doing the All Might pose, mimicking him. And Shigaraki is explaining that the reason why the Nomus are out here and they're undamaged is because he now has full control over his quirk. And so he was able to limit the damage to the Nomu pods, which explains why they're here. And so the professor, the doctor who was working on these Nomus, he explains that they are very capable, they are strong, fast, regenerative, but they're incapable of independent thought. So they're not high Nomu. The best way he describes it is they're near high Nomu. So it's sort of like the Nomu that took out Miria, right? Or Mirko, whatever you want to call her. No, it's Mirko. They were high end, because as the fight progressed, they started learning, they started communicating, they started waking up. But these are near high end, so they're not capable of that intelligent thought as a high end Nomu. So they're still a threat, but they still need to be commanded by someone who is capable of leading them, giving them direction into what to do. But right now they're just dealing with the side heroes, you know, the heroes we don't know the names of. They're just there to fill up the roster, you know what I mean? And so Shigaraki, he knows he can't use his decay quirk because of Eraserhead, so he goes straight for him, because he has this like sort of quirk which allows him to move short distances over a short period of time. No, huge distances over a short period of time, almost like All Might basically. And he almost does it. He almost gets towards Shigaraki, but Deku, ignoring Gran Torino's wishes, arrives on the scene and tackles Shigaraki, just narrowly avoiding Eraserhead. Don't get me wrong, Eraserhead, he was saying he wasn't gonna die, and how he wasn't gonna die until he sees his students graduate and become heroes. But your quirk is only getting rid of one quirk. So in this type of situation, you're weak. You need a good defense team to make sure nothing happens to you. And so Deku, he argues that the worst thing right now would be if Aizawa or Razorhead, however you want to call him, would die, because he's the only one holding back Shigaraki. Not only this, but he is also responsible for saving Deku's life on numerous amounts of occasions during his time at UA. And so Deku feels some type of debt for Aizawa, which is fair enough, and it shows just the bond between, student and teacher. And so we see this nice combination scene where Deku holds Shigaraki using his black whip, while Bakugo uses machine gun armor piercing gun or something like that. I didn't get the name fully, and it does nothing to Shigaraki. Shigaraki's like, ugh, ooh, I'm hungry, I need to eat something. What was that you did, Bakugo? That was cute. It was cute. Endeavor gets in a punch while Shigaraki is distracted. Doesn't do anything again. Shigaraki is just powered up. He is just physical specimen. Everyone's even comparing him to All Might, which makes sense if you remember back to season 2 or 3, where you had All Might versus All For One, where All For One was, withstanding All Might's blows. So it makes sense that someone who's gone through similar treatment like Shigaraki also has the physical prowess of All Might, sorry. Lots of alls in this, I'll be honest with you. Lots of alls. Okay, so the one thing that's keeping him back again is Eraserhead's quirk, but Shigaraki he's not right. Something in his head is telling him to get All For One, to the point where it forces him to call Deku little brother. It's because if you know the history between All For One and One For All For One is the big brother who gave his little brother a quirk, which became One For All. This is why he wants One For All. He just wants the quirk back, because the quirk can be passed down as well as boost quirks that you already have. And so both Shigaraki and Deku catch this slip of the tongue, if you will. And Shigaraki's like, huh? What? No. You're my master, you're my teacher, but I'm not going to do what you say. I want to destroy everything. I'm not going to be obsessed with All For One like you are. One For All. Damn it, I keep doing that. It's so annoying. So annoying. And just as he's being distracted by this, right, Gran Torino turns up. And he's saying, I'm here because All Might would hesitate to kill you, but I won't let you keep destroying the memory of Shumura. If you don't know, Shumura was the former wielder of One For All before All Might, and so they formed a bond of friendship, and Shigaraki is Shumura's grandchild. But Shigaraki don't care. He's like, who's that? I don't know that guy. And while he's distracted by Gran Torino, Endeavor tries to sneak up on him, but fails. A lot of this fight is just catch him while he's blindsided, catch him while he's distracted. That speaks to how strong he is. Because if you think about previous fights, it's been 1-on-1. It's been maybe 1 against 2. Shigaraki is going against 4-5 men, 4-5 superheroes at the same time, speaking to what it takes just to be on the equal footing as him, and it's still not enough. And so Bakugo and Deku come in and they try to do a combo smash and explosion move, and Endeavor comes in and he does a vanishing fist, which looks sick. The vanishing fist looks awesome. It looks like Yamato. I wonder who would win in a fight, Yamamoto or Endeavor. Put that in the comment section down below. I want to hear your thoughts on that. And that's where it sort of goes on that break. So we don't see what happens with Shigaraki after that. Instead, what happens is we go to the Intelligence HQ. They're trying to establish contact with the heroes, but nothing's working. They learn that Edge Shot, he's fighting Redestro. and the people at the village, the Gunga villa, they're still fighting the villains over there. And so we go over there and we see that Jiro Jack, she's hearing something underground, and she said it's huge and it's moving towards where Shigaraki is, right? It's Gigantomachia. He is finally waking up. He's finally making his moves, and he grabs Team Shigaraki, which is Toga, Mr. Compress, Darby, the fake Stain guy, never got his name, and he puts him on his back and he starts to move. But just before he makes it out of the building, he's stopped by Darby, who says, "Hold on, let me grab Skeptic, because I have a plan I want to do, and it involves Skeptic." So after they grab him, Gigantomachia starts bolting. And when I say bolting, I mean he is springing. He's just like, yeah, I can't wait to see Shigaraki. This is gonna be so cool. I love you, Shigaraki senpai. And he's like briefly stopped by Mount Lady. But Mount Lady looks like a dwarf compared to Gigantomachia. The backup team, they're just confused. They don't know what to do, because there's no heroes there to tell them what to do. All the heroes at the front are being trampled, and Mount Lady is literally like, you know when a child pushes all their force against the parent, but the parent is obviously stronger, so they end up just sliding back. That's what's happening with Gigantomachia and Mount Lady. Mount Lady is she's ill-equipped. She just doesn't have what it takes to take on Gigantomachia. And so the heroes try to move in to support her, but they are stopped by the ice villain Geten. And I'm not gonna lie, Geten is like the MVP of the last couple episodes, because he's just always being a thorn in their side. He's always commanding the people what to do. He's always interrupting the hero's attempt to save the day. He's like an unspoken MVP. I'll give him that. But he's taken out by Cementos. Cementos is having enough. He's like, look, yeah, we have bigger problems. He takes him out. And we move to see Ridestro and Edgeshot fighting each other. Ridestro realizes that Shigaraki must be awake, because Gigantomachia, he's doing what he can. For now, I'm just going to call him Gigan. It's easier to pronounce, quicker to say. And so he orders all the remaining villains to follow Gigan. That way it would lead into Shigaraki, and they'll have a good sizable army to help. And so Mount Lady is not doing anything. She's not doing anything. It's embarrassing at this point. And the only thing that's keeping her in this is just her holding on. But not for long, because Gigantomachia just flings her like it's nothing. Just grabs her and went whoop, and she just gets flung. It's hilarious. But Kamui and Midnight is also following along. You know Midnight, the weird pervy woman that should not be teaching kids. Yeah, her. They're following along, but because they're unaware that there are league members on her back, on Gigan's back, they get taken out. And it's looking bad for Midnight, because she fell from quite the distance, and I don't think she has like super endurance. She's bleeding, she can barely move, she's struggling to talk. She is not in any good shape. And so she alerts, God, what is her name? In my notes here, I've written Creati, right? Creati, because I've forgotten what name. I think it's like Yozu or something like that. We call her Yozu just for short now, because I can't remember what her name is. She contacts her and tells her, look, it's looking bad, right? It's not looking too good for me. Oh yeah, it is Yozu. We'll call her Yozu just for short. And she tells her, look, I'm badly damaged. It's not looking too good. I need you to make some anesthetics to knock out Gigan. I know it's illegal, but underneath the circumstances, it's probably our best bet. It's probably the way to go, honestly. And she orders her to do so, and they just lose contact with her. We don't know what happened to her. We don't know if she's dead. We did see a couple villains coming up to her. We don't know. We just don't know. And so Yozu, she's like, she summons herself. She gets herself up. She's like, look, I'm the only one that's capable of leading this group here. Let's just do it. So she tells Jozu and Jiro to use their quirks to analyze and locate Gigan. She tells Modman, I'm gonna want you to slow him down for a bit, just keep him down. Then we pan over to Gigan, who's getting closer to the group, but Mount Lady is still holding on somehow. Respect to her. I don't know why you're doing it, but you're still holding on. So, massive respect to you. You're not doing much, but hey, participation ribbon just for you. And this is enough to just slow him down for a bit. Jozu tells Yozu that Gigan is way bigger than my lady, like way bigger. This is colossal titan we're talking about right now. And so she needs to make a lot more gas than expected, right? And all the students, they toughen themselves up. They reassure each other that they're gonna take Gigantomachia down. And that's how the episode ends. That's how it ends. It's a solid episode. It's okay. I mean, not much to say about it. It's okay episode. I'll give it a 6. Gigantomachia is a beast. He's probably gonna make the thumbnail. But yeah, that's about it. That is about it. So let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.